Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to the post-game press conference, the final group stage game here of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket, live here in Tbilisi, Georgia. Currently with Coach Barchovski and player D-Bus. We'll have time for questions in English and in Bulgarian. Can you please state your name and who you're writing for? Coach, very exciting game last night, very close one here tonight. Close finish in the end. Just an opening statement from your perspective, please.
Today, you saw one tired team against one fresh team. So yesterday we played very, very, very tough game. We turned it in the hotel in the midnight. Our opponent, the Belgian team, they didn't play yesterday. They get a day off against Turkey. Smart. So this is the program. It's not good to play 9 o'clock. One of the teams to play 9 o'clock in the night, the other team to play early in the afternoon, 3:30. This is very, very important detail. So plus some referee supports. It was normal. We expected this. And okay, the other thing, congratulations to the Belgian team, to their coach. They played smart defense. They run a lot. They push us to turn back with full sprint all the game. They stop our three-point shot, and this is the result. So, but we are proud of our game in all the tournament. I'm proud with my team, with players. This is that I can say now in this moment.
It's a very tough game here tonight. Good individual performance as well from you and Sasha. Just an open statement from your perspective from the game here this evening.
It was a tough game. Congrats to Belgium, but like Coach said, we played at 9 o'clock, got back at midnight. It's not an excuse, but it's not even 24 hours of recovery. But like he said, also some help from the referees. I really don't normally care about after the game how the refs ref the game, but there's got to be some type of, boundaries with the referees and what they see. They got to get penalized, just like players. If they speak about it or do something, they get fined. Okay, there's got to be some thin line with the referees too. So hopefully they'll take a look at the game and they'll see. But more or less, we fought, and congrats to Belgium.
I'd like to open the press up for any questions for Coach Barchovski and D-Bus. Yep.
So one of the main topics is this was really your last game for Bulgarian national team.
Yes.
Tell us a few words about your whole experience with Bulgaria.
Some farewell message.
Basically, I'm thankful for Bulgaria for, allowing me to play for 6-7 years. They welcome me with, open arms, and, thank you just to everybody in Bulgaria, everybody that made it happen. Coach, Minchev, TT, the president, everybody, the players, just basically everybody in Bulgaria that welcomed me and, accepted me, and I appreciate it. And hopefully in the future you have more success than we did, and thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. But if there are any questions in English,
Bulgarian's fine. Go on. Yeah. No. Bulgarian's fine. Yeah.
Bulgarian or English?
Yeah, it's fine. Go.
На български. Господин Барчовски, Ди-Бос току-що обяви официално, че се отказва от националния отбор. Чавдар Костов също преди малко го каза в микзоната. Знам, че е рано, но все пак това се оказва един, може би, повратен момент за бъдещето на националния отбор. Приключва един етап и продължавате с така гледка към следващото първенство.
Да, разбирам. За Ди-Бос всички го знаехме, и той, и аз, и вие. Това беше нормално. Той игра много повече, отколкото трябваше. Даде максимум от себе си, много на нашия национален отбор. Специални благодарности. За Чавдар и аз съм изненадан, не толкова за такова решение, все пак той е на 34 години и хвърля страшно много усилия. В мъжкия национален отбор не знам от колко години, 15-16 години. Преди това юношески много е тежко. Въпреки това, може би съм пропуснал да дам съвет, все пак те са по-млади хора от мене, че такива генерални решения не се взимат под емоция. За такова нещо трябва да се изчака 2-3 дена, човек да си почине, да му се охлади главата. Сега, разбира се, знаете отношението ми към Чавдар. То е с огромно уважение и се надявам това нещо да се промени, защото той може още да даде на националния отбор. Но при всички положения е време да се появят млади играчи. И ние имаме такива, те бяха тук. Имаме изключително талантливи Йордан Минчев и Коцето Костадинов. Така че има млади играчи. Не бива да се правят някакви генерални изводи, камо ли трагедии от едно такова нещо.
Question for Rangers back there.
Question for both Coach and D. Late in the third quarter, I think it was D's baskets that gave Bulgaria the lead. What do you think prevented you from, holding on to that lead late in the third, early in the fourth?
Really, it was all about defense for us. We changed the game plan. It worked, but honestly, it was our hustle. I feel like we hedged, and honestly, we gave up like 2 or 3. I think at the same time, 2 or 3 baskets. He just lobbed it, and we just gotta hustle more because we changed the defense and we adjusted, and it was basically we just didn't hustle.
Question here, please.
Good night, Jose Ramon Alba, Tebas RCB. Question for the post. As long as you mentioned that this is your farewell from national teams and the naturalization of players is being a theme really questioned these days before with, for example, in Spain, Lorenzo Brown or Robertson with Bosnia after the game against Lithuania. My question for you is, how do you feel when you play for a team or a national team that is not your country? How do you embrace it, and how did you feel it when you play for a jersey like that, in this case for Bulgaria? Thanks.
I think I go out and I give my all. Like she said, 34 games. I might not have played the best, but I gave my all, and I feel like, they gave me the passport, so I owed it to them to, return the favor and play hard. And I feel like I did that, so, I'm satisfied. I wish we could have won tonight, but I'm satisfied with how my national team career went.
Господин Барчовски, говорихме за Ди и за Чавдар. Вашето бъдеще какво е? Знаем, че вече имате клубен отбор, нещо, което не беше така през последните години. До кога е договора ви също така? Може да кажете няколко думи за щаба си, който е пълен с млади треньори.
Щаба ми работи прекрасно. Ние сме страхотен колектив и професионален и като хора. Не случайно по-голямата част от тях ги поканих при мен в ЦСКА. За мен важи също, което казах за Чавдар Костов. Такива решения ще взимам като си почина, като обмисля нещата от всякъде на трезва глава. Сега в момента изобщо не ми е било на дневен ред да мисля за такива работи.
Last question over here, please.
Господин Барчовски, споменахте за реферите, но мисля, че последните 2 мача наистина има какво да се каже за начина, по който бяха ръководени двубоите на България. Мислите ли, това е допустимо на европейско първенство?
ако говоря с фокус върху съдейството, това ще излезе като оправдание мое треньорско. Нещо, което нямам нужда, нито да се оправдавам пред някой, нито пък ме е срам от играта на отбора. Но нивото не беше добро, според мен не отговаря на нивото на играчите и на отборите. Както виждате, тук има много силни отбори, много силни играчи и треньори. А мисля, че имаше и тенденция. И вчера, и днес. Вече тенденцията е лошо нещо. Да се бърка на такова ниво не е добре, но когато има тенденция, вече е много лошо. Но пак казвам, това нещо, ако бяхме играли по-добре, ако не бяхме допуснали да ни направят разлика, в втората част стана 10 точки, тя не е била толкова голяма и ние ги стигнахме, може би нямаше да е така, но те ни поведоха и няколко такива съдийски отсъждания вече бяха капак. Реагирахме, получихме технически нарушения, нямаше как.
Coach Barchowski, D-Boss, thank you very much. All the best to future endeavors. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to the post-game press conference, the final group stage match here, the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket group stage here between Belgium and Bulgaria. I'm here with winning coach Dario Georgia and Retin Obasaham. We'll get an opening statement from both players. We'll have time for questions in English and local press. Please just a kind reminder to keep your phones on silent. Retin, unbelievable performance again, both individual and from your team. Just an opening statement from you on the game, please.
We came in understanding that.
Oh, I need to click that? Oh, that's fancy. We came here understanding that we only have 40 minutes promised. We understood that for us it was do or die today. So that was the mentality we went into the game with, and I'm proud of every single body on our team, staff included, because they answered the call, you know, from the energy that we brought, from the way that we played, the way we competed on both sides of the ball. So I'm excited to be going to the next round. I know everybody in our locker room is, you know, the people back home. So we can keep this going.
Congratulations, Coach Dario Georgia. Just an open statement on the game, please.
First, so happy for the guys. They deserve it. They work for 27, 8 days hard. We had up and downs, but you can see that we are physically okay. 5 games in 7 days, it's not easy. And like Retting said, everything stayed in the last 40 minutes. And my message was very clear, I think, today on a meeting, that there is no better situation in life than you can decide about yourself. And we had this 40 minutes to decide about ourselves. And I think that we showed that wish. It was up and downs. We, especially second quarter, was very decent, good, run the floor and all. Bit mental and physical maybe breakdown first 5 minutes of the third quarter, where Bulgaria catch us fast, this plus 11 what we had, but we bounced back, changing the defense, putting some other guys. They also go with a smaller lineup, what hurt us, and they are amazing shooters, and they come back in a game, and in the right momentums we could manage, I would say, and we was there all the time up, but few defensive mistakes and not controlling board cost us maybe that panic situation in the last 2.5 minutes, but after that also we could control that, and I think absolutely deserve victory. We played against them, who is amazing shooting team, and also 2 amazing players who create a lot of possession for the others and for themselves. So that's first Vezenko, who, I mean, it's a top level, but we limited him today, I think, but probably also a bit fatigue. But to don't talk about them too much, and the boss, yeah. But we was, I think, locked and focused till the end, and this is, I think, one of the rare games where we are so much in the difference in assists and in the turnovers. So I'm happy more than ever. Only 7 turnovers, it's amazing for us, and I think that's one of the also reasons that we could manage a game till the end. So big congratulations to the players, to the whole staff, and all people who support us, and one special congrats to my daughter for her 18th birthday today.
I'd like to open up now for questions in the press. If you could kindly state your name and who you're writing for, please.
Good night, Jose Ramon Alba, Debasar TV. 2 questions for both of you. You made it this far without your captain, your main leader, Sam Rossum, that was not able to be here. And how do you feel about it? And for Sam that is watching with his little baby at home in Valencia. And you mentioned it about the games. Berlin, if you keep qualifying for the next round, is going to be massive too. Many 2 games in small period of time. How do you feel about this kind of tournament in that short period, too many games? Thanks.
To speak on Sam first, we would have loved to have him here, but at the same time, we've been talking. He's been coaching me, supporting me throughout my first EuroBasket. So I definitely got to give him credit for the leadership he's showing, even while he's not here. So, wish we could have had him here, but at the same time, I'm excited for him. The chapter he's walking into now, being a dad as well. So much love to Sam. In regards to the tournament, I guess it depends. I think it depends on, the federation to see if there's any other ways to, organize this tournament in a way that maybe there is more time in between games without it interfering with people's pre-seasons or even seasons. So honestly, I don't have the answers, but I'm just happy to be here.
First, about Sam, it's not only that he's dad. I think his club create this situation for us, and you don't treat somebody who is 9 years one of the main players in your team according not only playing locker room and everything else, but that's their choice. We miss him. We miss him exactly like Retin said, with the leadership, but we tried to cover that from the first second and succeeded. But as Retin said, he's part of us and he's in contact with us. That's one thing what is great with this group. So if we can keep that mentality future-wise, that everybody wants to be involved and everybody wants to be part of this because that's for the best of the Belgian basketball, then we can improve. That's the first. Second, okay. First, we will rest a bit, and then tomorrow we're flying to Berlin and try to prepare ourselves best possible. You know, we are heavy underdog to everybody, I think.
Rein Slaats's FIBA. Coach, I kind of want to follow up on that a bit. I saw you hugging guys, thanking guys. One phase is over. Another one is there, right behind the corner. What do you expect, perhaps, like from the team itself in round of 16? Not talking about opponent. For you.
Well, what I expect, every game needs to be played, okay? So we'll try to do our best. First, again, we'll rest these small problems what we have. We'll try to cover and enjoy first, because they deserve that stage. I told the guys when we was in Greece, they deserve stage of 20,000 people. When they deserve stage of 8,000-9,000 people here first game. So let them enjoy, and we try to do absolutely best possible.
And maybe the same also for Retin, with a small addition about those alley-oops in the first quarter. Do you have to look away from the bench not to see coach's reaction after those failed plays?
How do you want me to answer this one?
However you want, because you know what my opinion. I want to simplify the basketball.
Yeah, so coach, you know, he wants to simplify it where you can't dribble between your legs and you can't dribble behind your back, you know, but no, I'm just kidding. Definitely got to look away, but I think, you know, we've been together for some years now, and we have understanding of the way that he wants to play the game. He wants us to be under control and efficient. So for us, it's understanding and finding that combination between what we see on the court, but making sure we're still efficient and making the great play instead of, you know, the good play. So definitely got to look away sometimes, but we do have an understanding.
I know, but if I can say something, it's just momentum and the rhythm of the game. You understand? It's just that. Nothing else. I mean, it's just momentum of the rhythm of the game and which kind of result you are and how you are at that momentum. And what that can cost you maybe on the other side of the floor. Just that. And they know that. And after that we can talk and we discuss and all, and we find agreement fast.
Okay, Christopher Sporza for Retin. Now you have to break the pattern, because great against Georgia, mediocre against Montenegro, great against Spain, mediocre against Turkey, great against Bulgaria, so?
Third time's the charm?
Yeah.
Perhaps. No, I think for us it's we have to learn. You know, we have to learn, we have to grow up, we have to become more mature as a team, understanding that we can't have highs and lows. You don't always get a second chance. You know, you don't always get another game to rectify, you know, your last loss or your last lack of showing. So for us, it's realizing everything now is do or die, and playing with that sense of urgency.
Okay, congratulations to the Belgium Lions, Coach Dario Georgia, Retin Obasahan. All the best to you in Berlin.